President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. led the distribution of government assistance to those affected by the heavy downpour and flooding in Misamis Occidental. The chief executive tasked all concerned agencies to ensure all needs of the affected families are taken care of, and specifically tasked DPWH to get to the root cause of flooding in the province and find solution to it. Alan Francisco has more.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. personally visited the areas damaged by heavy rains in Misamis Occidental. President Marcos led the distribution of more than 15 million pesos worth of government assistance to affected families in the province. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the plane carrying the president made 3 attempts before touching down at the Misamis City Airport. After that, President Marcos attended a briefing in Misamis Occidental together with Governor Henry Ominal at the airport instead of Oroquieta City as originally planned due to inclement weather. The PCO also said the bad weather also prevented the president to do the ocular inspection in Oroquieta City. After this, President Marcos went directly to Tudela Misamis Occidental to distribute aid. The president was with Defense Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. and Special Assistant to the President Anton Lagdameo.
Alam nyo, mula nung dumating ang balita na bago ng Pasko, na patuloy na yung ulan, at dumarating na yung balita sa amin, mga report sa amin na nagkakabaha, ay gusto na namin makapunta. Ngunit yung weather, hindi kami makalipad. Ayaw ng mga piloto. In fact, yung galing kami sa Misamis, lilipad din kami doon sa flood hit area. Hindi na nakalipad yung helicopter dahil masyadong mababang ulap. Kaya it was our first chance. Ako'y nandito upang tignan kung ano ba talaga ang nangyari at kung ano yung mga kailangan gawin.
More than 55 million pesos worth of financial aid from assistance to individuals in crisis situation has been given to beneficiaries in Misamis Occidental and Misamis Oriental. In President Marcos' speech in Misamis Oriental, he assured that those staying in evacuation centers have enough food and beds.
Tiyakin na yung mga wala sa tahanan, mga evacuee, ay nasa inyo lahat ng inyong pangangailangan. At siyempre, pagka may ganito, pagka may disaster na ganito, nagkabaha, ay unang-una, ay siyempre, sinasalba namin lahat yung mga na-stranded, dadali natin sa evacuation center. Bago yun, may pre-evacuation. Pero ito talaga biglaan biglaan ito, walang masyadong warning na ibigay sa atin.
Meanwhile, President Marcos also instructed the DPWH to speed up the rehabilitation of damaged infrastructures and to focus and resolve the flooding problem in Misamis Occidental. The President wants the DPWH to determine the cause of flooding in the province and cooperate with the concerned agencies to find a solution.
I think the damage to infrastructure, nakita natin sa we saw this damages before. Puro sa mga spillway. Ano bang kailangan gawin dyan? What do we have to do?
Yes, Mr. President. Yung spillways po, I think we'll have to look into since we already have this experience on the level of the water that has been going through the pagka-rainy days, then we probably will have to raise it. We will raise it.
That seems to be at least in Hirog, mukhang yun ang mga naging damage kasi malaki lang na naman yung tubig. The experience we've been having is that it's just the volume of the water na hindi unprecedented yung ganito karami yung ulan sunod-sunod. 7 days, you said?
President Marcos also ordered the release of more than 3 million pesos for the repair of the damaged school buildings in Misamis Oriental. He also instructed the National Housing Authority to find a resettlement area for the victims, particularly the residents of Misamis Occidental whose houses were destroyed by the floods. The government also provided cash assistance to fishermen in Misamis provinces. Meanwhile, the Presidential Communications Office stated that President Marcos has directed the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council to closely monitor the situation in areas affected by heavy rainfall and flooding. The Chief Executive, according to PCO, has also directed the NDRRMC to render assistance to the local government units involved and their constituents. Alan Francisco for the Nation.